learners, welcome to this lecture on the evolving marketing paradigm with a specific focus on its application in rural India. Today, we will explore the transition from the traditional 4 Ps framework to the more customer-centric 4 As framework, particularly as it relates to the unique context of rural Indian markets. Our learning objectives for this session are clearly outlined here. By the end of this lecture, you should be able to understand the historical progression of marketing thought, identify the shortcomings of the 4 Ps framework, particularly in the rural Indian context, appreciate the relevance of the 4 As framework, recognize the benefits of a customer-centric approach, and understand the practical challenges and potential strategies for effective rural marketing. Learners, as you all know, marketing at its core serves as a vital link between businesses and their customers, facilitating the exchange of value. The field of marketing has undergone significant changes over time, adapting to evolving economic conditions, technological advancements, and shifting consumer behaviors. Initially, the focus was largely on production, emphasizing efficiency in manufacturing and distribution. However, as markets became more competitive, businesses realized the importance of understanding and meeting customer needs to gain a sustainable advantage. This led to a crucial shift towards consumer centricity, a principle that is especially important in today's diverse and dynamic markets. The focus on emerging markets, particularly rural India, highlights the growing recognition of these regions as significant and expanding consumer bases. Rural India, with its large population and increasing economic activity, presents a unique marketing environment. Its distinct demographics, economic conditions, infrastructure limitations, and cultural nuances necessitate specialized marketing approaches that differ from conventional urban-focused strategies. Now, we will delve into the evolution of marketing frameworks, specifically examining the transition from the traditional 4 Ps of marketing, which are product, price, place, and promotion, to the more customer-focused 4 As framework, which encompasses acceptability, affordability, accessibility, and awareness. Our central argument is that the 4 As framework offers enhanced relevance and practical applicability for achieving effective marketing outcomes in the specific context of rural India. We will begin by deconstructing the traditional 4 Ps framework, followed by an exploration of the emergence and rationale behind the 4 As. A comparative analysis will highlight the fundamental shift in marketing focus. Subsequently, we will detail the specific characteristics of rural Indian markets and evaluate the suitability of the 4 As framework within this context. Through the examination of successful applications and potential challenges, we aim to provide a comprehensive overview, concluding with insights and recommendations for marketers seeking to engage with the rural Indian consumer base. Let us begin by deconstructing the traditional marketing mix, often referred to as the 4 Ps framework. This framework has been a cornerstone of marketing strategy for many decades. The 4 Ps, product, price, place, and promotion, represent the key controllable variables that a company can utilize when marketing to its target customers. The first P is product. This refers to the basic offering that a company provides to satisfy consumer demands and wants. It can be a tangible good, an intangible service, or a combination of both. Key considerations for the product include its features, quality, design, brand name, packaging, and any associated services. A successful product essentially fulfills a customer need or solves a specific problem. It is important to note that the definition of product in the 4 P's framework inherently adopts a product centric perspective, primarily focusing on what the company offers rather than the holistic solution the customer seeks. Questions associated with this P often revolve around the product's unique attributes and benefits from the seller's viewpoint. The second P is price. This represents the amount of money that a customer pays to acquire the product or service. Price is unique among the 4 P's as it is the only element that directly generates revenue for the company. It is a crucial factor in market positioning, profitability, and influencing consumer perceptions. Determining the right price involves considerations such as production costs, market demand, the competitive landscape, the perceived value of the product by the customer, and the company's overall profitability goals. The price element in the 4 P's framework is largely viewed from the seller's perspective, focusing on setting a competitive rate that ensures profitability and aligns with the brand image. While customer willingness to pay is considered, the primary emphasis often lies on the financial exchange from the seller's standpoint. The third P is place, also known as distribution. This encompasses all the activities a company undertakes to make its product or service readily available to the target market at the right time and location. This involves establishing effective distribution channels, managing the supply chain, implementing a retail strategy, managing logistics, ensuring adequate inventory and selecting appropriate retail locations, both physical and online. The goal is to get the product in front of the consumers who are most likely to buy it. While the place element in the 4 P's framework acknowledges the importance of accessibility for the customer, it is often viewed primarily from the company's logistical standpoint. The focus tends to be on how the company will efficiently distribute its product through various channels. The fourth P is promotion. This encompasses all the communication and marketing activities a company uses to inform the target audience about its product or service, highlight its features and benefits, and ultimately persuade them to make a purchase. This includes a wide range of tactics such as advertising, public relations, sales promotions, event sponsorship, direct marketing, and increasingly digital marketing efforts. The key considerations within the promotion element involve crafting compelling messaging, selecting the most effective communication channels to reach the target audience, and achieving specific communication objectives. Promotional in the traditional 4 P's framework tends to be a one-way communication from the company to the customer, with the primary goal of informing and persuading. Let us now consider the application of the 4 P's framework specifically in the context of rural marketing. Marketing in rural areas presents distinct challenges due to variations in economic conditions, infrastructure, and consumer behavior. While the 4 P's can assist in formulating strategies, each component faces unique obstacles when implemented in these markets. Regarding product in rural markets, several obstacles arise. Affordability is a major concern as rural consumers often have low disposable incomes and prefer budget friendly, long lasting products. Companies must develop products that balance affordability with high quality. Durability and reliability are also crucial due to potential severe weather, unreliable electricity, and limited repair facilities. Products need to withstand harsh conditions and require minimal maintenance. User friendliness is essential as a significant portion of rural consumers may have limited literacy or technological proficiency, necessitating simple and easy to operate products. Packaging obstacles exist as rural consumers often favor smaller, more affordable packages over bulk purchases. Finally, cultural preferences play a significant role, requiring products to align with the lifestyle, religious beliefs, and traditions of the local community. When it comes to price in rural marketing, the primary obstacle is the low purchasing power of many rural consumers who are often daily wage earners or dependent on agriculture and may not be able to afford costly products. Businesses need to introduce low cost versions or adopt innovative pricing strategies. Perceived value for money is critical as rural consumers are highly conscious of their expenditures and seek products that offer high value at a low price, often prioritizing durability and long term benefits. Companies may need to implement flexible pricing models like credit schemes and installment plans to accommodate the financial constraints of rural consumers. Additionally, competitive local alternatives often exist, with rural consumers favoring locally manufactured products that are affordable and familiar to them. The place or distribution aspect faces significant hurdles in rural India. Inadequate infrastructure, including a lack of storage facilities, transportation, and poor roadways, hinders the efficient delivery of products to remote villages. Limited retail outlets are another challenge as rural markets rely on small local stores, weekly markets, and village fairs rather than large supermarkets or malls. Companies need to establish a robust network of rural retailers to ensure consistent product availability. Distribution cost tends to be higher due to the dispersed nature of rural areas and increased transportation expenses. Innovative distribution methods are crucial to lower these costs. Seasonal demand fluctuations influence the purchasing behavior of many rural consumers based on their income seasonality, requiring companies to adjust their distribution strategies accordingly. Finally, companies often face middleman dependence to reach remote villages, which can lead to increased prices or delayed availability for consumers. Promotion in rural markets also presents unique challenges. Limited media access is a significant obstacle as many rural consumers lack access to newspapers, the internet or television, reducing the effectiveness of digital and print advertising. Organizations need to leverage radio, loudspeakers, and local influencers to increase product awareness. Low literacy levels mean that advertising messages must be straightforward, simple, and visually appealing, often utilizing symbols, images, and audio advertisements. There is a strong word of mouth influence in rural areas, with consumers more likely to trust recommendations from their social circles. Local influencers, demonstrations, and trial campaigns are essential for building credibility. Cultural sensitivity is paramount, requiring marketing messages to align with the beliefs and customs of rural consumers, emphasizing traditional and social norms. Finally, organizations often employ innovative promotional strategies like wall paintings, posters on village houses and stores, folk performance, street plays, and mobile markets with product demonstrations and free samples. Let us now discuss what it takes for products and services to resonate with rural consumers. From meeting practical needs to respecting cultural nuances, we will uncover the key strategies for creating acceptance in this unique market. Talking about functional acceptability, in rural areas, products need to be robust, reliable, and tailored to the practical demands of daily life. For example, agricultural equipment must be durable enough to withstand tough conditions and easy to repair, given the limited access to maintenance services in these regions. Similarly, household items must be designed to perform well in less than ideal storage environments. Without these functional qualities, gaining consumer trust can be an uphill battle. Psychological acceptability aims at truly connecting with rural consumers. Brands must align with local customs, traditions, and social norms. Whether it's through culturally appropriate branding, thoughtful packaging, or features that reflect local aesthetic preferences, these factors help create a sense of familiarity and trust. Marketing campaigns that utilize regional languages and culturally relevant imagery can significantly enhance product appeal. For instance, let's take agricultural tools tailored to specific climatic conditions or household products that incorporate designs inspired by local traditions. These strategies show a deep understanding of the consumer's lives and increase their willingness to adopt the product. Products and services that gain acceptance in rural India are those that harmonize functionality with cultural sensitivity. By understanding and addressing the specific needs and preferences of rural consumers, businesses can create lasting connections and build trust. Aligning with these functional and psychological acceptability isn't just good for business, it's a way to celebrate and respect the vibrant diversity of rural communities. Let us now explore how traditional approaches like the 4Ps model have evolved to meet the challenges of modern markets and examine customer centric alternatives that are reshaping marketing strategies. The 4Ps, product, price, place and promotion, emerged as a revolutionary marketing framework in the mid 20th century. For decades, this product centric approach served as the foundation for marketing strategies. But as the digital age unfolded, this framework faced increasing challenges in staying relevant. The proliferation of the internet and digital technologies transformed consumer behavior, empowering customers with easy access to information, diverse choices and innovative ways to discover and purchase products. As a result, businesses found it vital to shift their focus toward cultivating lasting customer relationships and creating exceptional experiences. One of the critical limitations of the 4Ps framework is its struggle to address the distinct differences between urban and rural markets. In urban settings, consumers have convenient access to media channels and retail networks, but rural markets are marked by low income levels, poor infrastructure, limited retail access and reliance on word of mouth recommendations. The business driven approach of the 4Ps often overlooks these complexities, making it less effective in rural environment. To bridge this gap, businesses have adopted the 4As framework: affordability, availability, awareness and acceptability. This model, developed by marketing academics Jagdish Seth and Rajendra Sisodia, places the consumer at the center of marketing efforts and addresses rural specific challenges. For example, ensuring affordability for low income communities, enhancing product availability despite infrastructural barriers, building awareness through culturally relevant methods and aligning products with local customs and preferences are key steps in winning rural consumers. Beyond the 4As, scholars and practitioners have proposed other innovative frameworks. The 4Cs: consumer, cost, convenience and communication, and the 4Es: experience, every place, exchange and evangelism, focus on the customer's viewpoint and emphasize the importance of creating positive experiences in the digital marketplace. These models reflect a broader trend in marketing, prioritizing flexibility and responsiveness to the dynamic forces shaping modern consumer landscapes. Let us look at each of the A's in detail. The first A is acceptability. This dimension refers to the degree to which the product or service meets or even surpasses the expectations, needs and desires of the targeted users. Acceptability encompasses both functional aspects such as the product's performance and features, as well as psychological aspects including brand image and the emotional connection that customers have with the offering. Essentially, it addresses whether the product is something that customers genuinely want and value. In rural areas, enterprises need to modify their offerings to match the specific requirements of rural consumers, who often prioritize product functioning and value for money. Marketers must conduct in-depth research to understand their requirements, wants and preferences, as well as their income patterns to tailor products effectively. It is crucial to understand that rural consumers do not necessarily sacrifice product quality for a lower cost. The second A is affordability. This denotes the purchasing capacity of consumers. Rural consumers are often not looking for sophisticated and intricate features in products. They are primarily interested in the core functionalities of the product. They are prepared to pay a higher cost only when the product justifies the value of their hard-earned money. The limited disposable income of rural consumers does not imply that they will acquire things of inferior quality. The pricing decision is crucial, and businesses must consider both consumer income and seasonal revenue patterns, particularly in agricultural economies, where farmers receive a significant portion of their income during the harvest season. Marketers must price their items with consideration of affordability and ensure they align with consumers' purchasing capabilities. This element addresses the customer's ability and willingness to pay for the product or service, considering not just the monetary price but also the total cost of ownership, including factors like time, effort and perceived value. The third A is accessibility. This pertains to the ease and convenience with which customers can obtain and use the product or service. India has a vast number of villages spread across a large geographical area with a significant rural population often residing in distant settlements, which complicates their identification and reach. While urban markets might focus on communities with larger populations, accessing distant villages is challenging due to inadequate road conditions, which can become unusable during the wet season. Companies employ diverse strategies to provide items to consumers, including hub and spoke systems, direct selling, syndicate distribution, and establishing stalls at fairs. Accessibility includes factors such as the availability of the product through various channels, the convenience of the purchasing process, and the user friendliness of the product itself. The focus here is on minimizing any friction or barriers that might prevent customers from acquiring or utilizing the offering. The final A is awareness. This focuses on ensuring that potential customers are informed about the existence, features and benefits of the product or service as well as the brand itself. Surveys indicate that a significant portion of the rural population may have limited access to traditional media like television. Consequently, establishing a brand in rural areas presents a unique challenge. Marketers must create communication with rural audiences across different regions to enhance awareness. Companies have various possibilities to generate awareness such as road shows with visually appealing and engaging communication to highlight the launch of new products. The messages can be tailored to the needs and understanding of local consumers to enhance the effectiveness of conveying product features. It is imperative that aspects such as images, colors, logos and taglines are crafted in accordance with the comprehension of rural consumers, especially given lower literacy levels. Raising awareness among rural consumers is crucial because they often prefer to see products in action and understand their functions. Non-conventional media such as folk media, video vans and local markets can be more successful than traditional media in rural areas. Dear learners, we will pause our session today to continue in the next part of the video lecture, where we will learn about the rationale behind the shift from 4 P's to 4 A's, make a comparative analysis of the evolution from product centricity to customer centricity, evaluate the relevance of 4 A's for rural India, integrate the 4 P's with 4 A's, study about the limitations, opportunities and future of 4 A's in rural India, and many such interesting topics. So, do join us in the next part of this video lecture on the evolving marketing paradigm from the 4 P's to the 4 A's in rural India. Till then, goodbye.